Hello, welcome to Simply Inspired with Magda, and today I want to talk about why self-growth is more sustainable than going viral, especially if you are a highly sensitive person and you have tendency for sabotaging your own success, like me. This happened to me a while ago, and now having more understanding of how self-sabotage works, I try not to make the same mistake again. So in this video I'm gonna share with you how I am learning to stay consistent with my growth on YouTube, but also in general the expansion that I am experiencing at the moment without sabotaging my own efforts and staying on track with my goals. So if this resonates with you, keep watching and let's dive in. Hello, I'm Magda, and on my channel I talk about emotional healing, personal growth and self-discovery. I started my YouTube channel because I felt this deep need for sharing my own stories on growth, change, life transitions, and also I want to inspire people that it's never too late to change your life around, and choosing yourself is a really good option and for happiness and for a better life. So a while ago I recorded a video about regrets, and in this video I was sharing how I started or how I was writing a blog that started to get some traction, but eventually this growth started to freak me out because I think I wasn't completely prepared for that. On the one hand, I was consistent with writing and putting myself out there, but at the same time, when this fame and when I started to be recognizable online, I just freaked out and I didn't know what was going on. And eventually, rather than keep going, I gave up to my ego, and not knowing what was going on, I just basically stopped writing. And that is one of my biggest regrets, because I don't know where I would be now if I kept writing this blog. So I don't want to make the same mistake here as I'm building this channel and growing my my online presence in general. So that's why I was thinking recently a lot about expansion and slow growth rather than going viral. And to be honest, since I started to be interested in how to grow my YouTube channel, I have all these videos recommended to me on how to go viral, how to get monetized within less than 3 months, how to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in less than 6 weeks, and all of it. And it sounds very appealing and very tempting, but at the same time, I know myself enough now to understand that if I go viral too quickly, then I wouldn't be prepared for the success, and rather than keep going, I would probably sabotage my own success, either by trying to stay small or by just being less and less consistent. I would basically want to stay in hiding. And now I understand the reason behind that. And the reason behind it is because my nervous system is not prepared for this quick expansion. So what happened is, when I achieve a success too quickly, or when I grow too quickly, I suddenly experience this moments of self-doubt, or I just go like down, where I feel down emotionally, physically. I feel like I'm losing motivation, and I almost don't want to push through to go further because it freaks me out. And it took me a while to understand that it's not that I am suddenly I'm giving up, or this self-doubt is true, because those are all the old stories that I'm trying to work through and change this narrative that I have in my head. Now I understand that all it happens is this my nervous system that suddenly tells me, okay, Magda, just slow down, because this expansion is happening too quickly and I need time to just adjust. So now I know that when this happens, when I feel this strong resistance towards growth, towards taking the next step, it means that I need to slow down for a brief moment and just let my nervous system regulate. Regulate to the point that is feeling comfortable and safe with this growth I am experiencing. If I would push it too far, too hard, or I will not give my nervous system time to breathe, I would probably make the same mistake I did in the past, where I would sabotage my own success, or even worse, I would feel burnout. So what I do now is every time where I feel this resistance, I let myself to just stop and rest. So rather than quitting, I give myself time to rest. And by rest, I mean it could be as short as having, I don't know, a quick nap, or just sitting for a half an hour in stillness without doing anything. It could be going for a walk, but sometimes it could be longer. Sometimes I might need the whole day to just relax, to give myself time to do other things than growing. But funny enough, the growth also happens when you are resting. It happens when you give yourself pause to adjust this expansion. It's like muscles. When you grow your muscles, the growth happens when you have a break, not during exercises. And the same happens here. The growth really happens when you give yourself this time to accommodate to all those changes, to all the growth. When you are building something new, you need to calibrate between one project and between one another project. Because otherwise, as I said, it will end up in self-sabotage, self-doubt, and what's worse, burnout. And as tempting as it feels, that I would think like, oh yeah, within 3 months I want to have 1,000 subscribers and followers, and I want to go get monetized and all of this. It all sounds so tempting, but I know that at the moment on my journey, on my growth, I wouldn't be ready for that. So that's one of the reasons why starting a YouTube channel, even if no one is watching, is so worth it, because it gives me time to learn how to even do videos. It gives me time to get more comfortable in front of the camera, and it is very satisfying to even see this progress that I am making with each video. Honestly, when I watch my first video compared to my recent videos, I feel that there's been already so much progress, and it's great. And it's all because I don't feel this pressure that, oh, I have so many subscribers and I have to, sustain this expectations from people that are already watching me and subscribe to my channel. At the moment, I am a small YouTube channel, although I was sharing my stories for quite a while, but more in a writing format, so newsletter or blog, which, by the way, if you would like to read my blogs, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I'm gonna leave the link in the video description. But I felt that going on YouTube will just give me another way to reach more people, and also for me it was growth, because I think I reached this point of writing or expansion in being online, to the point that I felt I need a little bit more. I need to go more out of my comfort zone, and recording this video, trust me, is so much out of my comfort zone. I feel that this overnight success, as much as it feels very tempting, it's not something that I would recommend to people who are highly sensitive and people who have tendencies to self-sabotage. It's better to start small and have the sustainable growth to adjust to this new expansion in your life or in your business. If you're experiencing any sort of resistance or tiredness in your body or in your mind, then give yourself time to just pause. Give yourself time to sit with those feelings of feeling uncomfortable, and give your nervous system time to adjust. Give your nervous system time to feel safe in this expansion. And I've been practicing this for a few months already, and I have to say, only because I am now more aware of how my nervous system works, and the fact that it is my nervous system that is trying to keep me safe. It's not basically that it wants to sabotage my growth. It's more the fact that it just wants to keep me safe. It's a natural way of how the nervous system works. It wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in balance. Yeah. So if you go too far up, it wants to bring it back to this status quo that basically it's safe. So that's why when you have this quick and sudden growth, the going down could be very sharp, unless you give your nervous system time to catch up with all this growth. So that's how I see it now. Yeah, if I grow too quickly, if I feel like that expansion is happening, I just need to give my nervous system time to breathe and just to catch up with everything I'm doing. I can still be proud of what I'm doing. I can still appreciate all the work I'm putting into my projects and my YouTube channel and my writing and blogging and all of it. But I need to appreciate and respect my nervous system that is trying to just keep me in balance. My nervous system that just wants me to have this sustainable growth that feels safe, that it will not freak me out. And because I don't want to do the same mistake as I did in the past with my blog, I now really listen to my body. So now when I feel resistance, when I feel that I can't do any more of new projects, I'm thinking that this is not me giving up. This is not failing. It doesn't mean that I am not good enough or I can't do enough. It only means that I crossed this line of growth, and now I just need to give myself some time to rest. And there are a few ways I regulate my nervous system. One of my favorite is that I just go for a walk. Especially on Saturdays, I just love going for a walk, sit by the river. I buy coffee on the way. I go by the river, sit by the river, and I just watch the river. I feel the wind blowing on my face. I feed the birds, and this is the moment for me to just sit in the stillness and just breathe, just be myself, just be outside the house and not worrying about anything. And every time this magic happens, that when I give myself a breather, I feel more creative. to the point that very often I just pick up my phone and I record, for example, a podcast episode while I'm on this walks. I sit by the river and I just record a podcast. Or I sit by the river and just feel myself, you know. So those are my favorite ways to regulate my nervous system. The other ways is that I just watch Netflix, you know. Sometimes you need to watch and do something that is completely unrelated to your projects. And I'm not saying that I watch Netflix like crazy every day, all the time. But I need this to give my brain to distract myself a little bit. And again, because I allow myself to do it when it's necessary, it almost always gives back. And I love it. I love it how the way your brain works is just amazing. It always gives back. Or the other thing I do to regulate my nervous system when I feel really tired, I just either take a nap or I just lay down on a sofa and stare on a ceiling. I don't know if you watched ever Mad Men. They were working, you know, on this creative marketing projects and adverts and big projects, but each of this marketing director, they had a sofa in their office, and when they needed to rest, they took a nap. They took a nap during the day. And and I was thinking that that's normal. When you have a highly creative brain, you need to give it a rest. And sometimes a nap, a walk, or a good meal is all you need to do. All you need to do. Just give your brain rest. So whatever works for you, but basically anything that can take your mind off your working projects and give your brain just a breather, just a pause, is the best way to regulate your nervous system. Just let your body sit in this expansion and let it catch up with all the growth. Let it feel safe in what's going on recently. Let it be safe with all the changes that you are going through. There's no reason to accelerate things. There's no reason to stress about the things that, oh, am I doing enough? You are doing enough. And taking a break and pause it is as important as staying consistent and doing the work. Pausing and taking breaks is as important as doing the work. And I think I'm repeating this because it's super important. So I hope this resonated with you. I'm recording this video mostly because I know that I've made these mistakes in the past. And if you are building something new, if you are growing your channel or building your business, or you did some life transition recently and you start to self-doubt, I want to assure you that all it happens is that your nervous system is catching up with the changes that you are going through. And it's a good sign, because it means that you are actually building something important and something aligned with yourself. So appreciate yourself for this growth. Give yourself a pat on the back and just give yourself time to sit with yourself, take a deep breath, and be proud of how far you've come. Because trust me, if you give yourself this time, your creative mind will just give you back even more than you can imagine. So trust the process, trust yourself, treat yourself with kindness. And if you would want some more content on personal growth, emotional healing, and self-discovery, then please subscribe to my channel. Meanwhile, have a lovely day and see you next time. Thank you for watching.